gotten out of hand. All I want is my share of the money Lucinda gave you for the painting. And then we can call it quits before we both get arrested.
Call it quits? The money we made from the painting you stole is a pittance compared to what we stand to make from the Riverfront development scheme.
I told you on the phone, Duncan's put it all together. Not about you buying the property yet, but he's figured out I used his portrait to smuggle the stolen sergeant into the United States. It won't be long before he puts together that you and I...
There's no way McKechnie can put it all together. Unless, of course, you tell him. Knowing what a coward you are under pressure, that's all too likely. So I'm afraid now, I'm going to have to proceed on my own.
The whole world seems to be going crazy this afternoon. Listen, I need to wet my whistle. How about you, Bear?
Yeah, sure.
Duncan has this wild theory. He's accusing Colin, and I don't think Colin is capable of doing such a thing.
Doing what?
Well, you know that Sargent landscape that Lucinda Walsh bought?
Mm-hmm.
According to Scotland Yard, it's hot. It was stolen from an art auction house in London where Colin happened to be working for a while, and Duncan is sure that Colin is the one who stole it. And not only that, he thinks that Colin smuggled it into this country under the portrait that I had commissioned him to do of Duncan. And then he stole the portrait from us so he could get the painting back, and then replaced it with a copy. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's... it's all, it sounds kind of convoluted, but I guess it's possible.
Well, it's not if you know Colin. And then, to make matters worse, the painting was stolen again today, right downstairs from Lucinda Walsh's chauffeur. And Duncan has the police coming over here, and they're probably going to question poor Colin, and that is if we can find him.
Shannon, frankly, I don't care about Colin. All I care about is your safety. Now, why don't you just promise me that you'll let Duncan and the police handle this, steer clear of Colin until it's all settled, okay?
I thought I heard you buzz someone in. I was expecting Detective Higgins. This is a surprise, Gavin.
It is? You invited me for cocktails, remember?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Shannon's just been filling me in. You know, your theory about Crowley's very interesting, but there's another way that painting might have got here.
And how's that?
Well, you know that Brian McCall does a lot of dealing in European art and artifacts, and he has been very vague about his reasons for being back.
Just stop it, both of you. I mean, first you're accusing my very dear friend of being a thief, and now you're accusing the man that I...
Forgive the intrusion. I just stopped in to say goodbye.
But, Mama, what? What are you doing here? Wallace isn't going to call any more witnesses today.
I know. Have you finished testifying?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Okay, I just told him what Casey said to me that night in the hospital room and why I did what I did as clearly as possible.
Margaret, something's happened. You know how you kept saying to me that if I had been in the room that night with Casey, if I had heard him pleading to you, you know, that I would understand?
Yeah, I still believe that, Mama, but I know that's not possible.
I heard him. You were in here testifying, and I heard him pleading with you. I listened, and you know, I understand now in a way that I never could before. Duke and Joe are going through Casey's things, and they found the tape recorder that he used to use. There's tape in it. It was the last message to Katie. But somehow the machine must have kept running while you talked to him. I heard everything that he said to you that night. So did Joe and Maureen.
Oh, God. Mom, what? What?
I don't want to talk about it right now. I know that we have to talk about this, but I gotta sort out a lot of my feelings. You have to get back to Adam, and I want you to get some rest, okay? You get some rest, and I just wanted you to know what happened.
Lila. Thank you. Thank you.
Has Margot testified yet?
Yeah, they just came out. Wallace had her on the stand for over 2.5 hours.
Oh. Well, I've got to go. Duke and Leanna wait. We'll talk. We'll talk later. Yeah.
Margot? What's going on?
Apparently, the tape recorder that Casey had in his room was left on when he had the entire conversation with Margot. It's on tape when he explained to her how to turn off the life support system.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Where's the tape now?
Lila has it. Why don't we talk about it on the way
Yeah.
to the car? We gotta go
Okay.
pick up Adam over at Dad and Kim's.
John, you and Lucinda are gonna... Yeah.
You want to go?
I gotta do something else. I'm glad.
Thanks.
I'll see you at dinner.
The yacht club.
Okay.
Bye-bye, dear.
Bye, darling.
You know, Corey, judging from what I've seen of Margot and her mother just now, I think Lila might be having a change of heart.
It doesn't make any difference to my case whether Mrs. Peretti condones what her daughter did or not. Detective Hughes still broke the law. And by the time I present all my evidence, the jurors will be well aware of that fact. I have no doubt, Lieutenant, I'll get the indictment I'm after.
And then somebody hit Lucinda's chauffeur over the head and stole the painting. And Duncan thinks that it is Colin who's behind it all.
I know that it is Colin who's behind it all. That's probably Detective Higgins. Aye, Detective Higgins and someone else. I'm going to go down and see that they get up here safely.
Shannon, can I use the phone for a minute?
Yeah, sure. If you want some privacy, you can use Duncan's office. It's down the hall.
Thanks.
Hey. When's your plane leave?
9. I hate leaving you here knowing all these strange events are still taking place.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll be fine. I just want you to get back to your beautiful wife and make things right with her.
I wish it were that simple, but I'm afraid it's not.
Because of Barbara?
Barbara will always have a very special place in my heart. But as a very good friend. Nothing more. No, my difficulties with Beatrice have nothing to do with Barbara. Shannon, Beatrice is having emotional problems again. She hasn't slipped into the past like she did before, but she's having episodes of agitation, paranoia.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
I'm sorry I haven't told you or Duncan about this. You see, her psychiatrist feels that all of this is a delayed reaction toward Beatrice discovering that Duncan was her father. And since she finds it difficult to display her anger toward Duncan, she's displaying her anger toward the other important man in her life. Me. Right now, she's on the Isle of Skye with the children and her psychiatrist, and he feels that it would be better if I stayed away, so I've been staying away.
Boy, it must be so difficult for you.
I'm really sorry. I have to ask you not to tell Duncan about this. Knowing Duncan, he would rush right to Beatrice's side, and that's the worst thing that could happen to her right now.
Yeah, no, I understand. I won't. But listen, you'll keep me posted, and you'll tell Duncan as soon as her psychiatrist thinks it's okay.
Come in, gentlemen. Sure. Let's see. Detective Higgins, you remember my wife, Shannon, and this is Brian McCall, and Gavin Kruger, and you are?
Bill Reese, forensics.
Nice to know you, Mr. Reese. This is the painting I was telling you about. What I'd like you to do is check the paint on this canvas against the paint found on the sleeve of the dead woman's dress. I think you'll find that it's a match.
We'll have to bring it back to the lab.
That's fine. Perhaps while we're at it, you can tell me something else. Has this frame ever housed another painting before?
It's very obvious that this frame has housed another canvas at one time. Not too long ago. See the second set of nail holes here.
Aye. Well, we'll know more when you've finished your tests. But right now, I think it's obvious that this frame was used to smuggle that rare landscape into this country after Crowley painted my portrait over it. Detective Higgins, I think you should put out an APB on Colin Crowley right away.
Claude, if anything happens to me, the police will come straight to you.
A nice try, Colin. But you and I both know the police have no idea we're connected. The only person who knew was Maddie, and she's dead. It's a shame. I was really quite fond of her, but she got greedy. Couldn't have that now.
All she wanted was her share of the money from the sale of the painting.
That wasn't our agreement. The money from the painting was supposed to go to the real estate venture. I'd be done with this all by now. I'd own McKechnie's warehouse if I hadn't let Maddie talk me into bringing you into the plan.
But you needed an inside man for the job.
That's what you two talked me into believing. If I'd have done it my way, McKechnie and his wife would have had a fatal accident. And now I'd own the damn building by now. But now, I let you two talk me into this childish plan of yours and this whistling.
It would have worked if you hadn't been so bloody impatient. Claude, who helped convince Lily and Lucinda to sell you the Riverfront property? It was me.
Oh, yes. Yes. That's another thing I have to thank you for. You got me mixed up with Lucinda Dixon. And now, I suppose I'm going to have to take care of her, too. But first, I'm going to have to get rid of you.
Hi, son.
You're back.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, fine, sweetheart.
Honey, listen, I'm going to take Chris and fly to London tonight. There's been a problem with Sabrina.
What kind of problem? We don't know all the details, but Sabrina was taken to Scotland Yard for questioning. Something about stolen paintings.
I was right. Duncan said that the police want to question Colin about a painting of Lucinda's that was stolen today. They just put out an APB on him.
Hey, ready to call it a day?
Well, why don't you go ahead without me? I gotta wait for Lily to get back.
Okay, did you talk to Franny?
I went to see her at the castle.
Excellent.
And we talked, didn't make much progress.
Oh.
And Larry McDermott was there doing volunteer work.
Sean, you can't let that guy get an inside track.
Court, no more advice, please. Okay?
Okay, you don't have to yell. You know, I saw Blake in your office earlier. Did you know that he's pals with Tonio Reyes?
All right, why are they pals?
I saw him talking to Tonio on the phone today at the yacht club. He was telling him all about how your meeting with Mr. Kruger went. Don't think he's supposed to be telling the competition that stuff, is he?
You're sure? You're sure it was Tonio that Blake was talking to?
Yep, heard him say his name.
Huh.
Okay, well, we'll do it later.
Emily,
That's fine.
let me
Yeah,
talk with you for a minute.
Hey, you and Reedy still coming to my party tomorrow night?
I'm pretty sure we are, right?
You know, I haven't been able to get Andy to give me a definite answer. Think you could help him along a little bit?
You were right.
Mm-hmm.
Blake is passing information to Tonio. Well, we have to tell Lily right away.
Well, she's gonna be in. She wants us all around so she can tell us something.
Guys, I'm gonna call it a day. See if I can track down Jess and have some dinner with her.
Oh, Blake, could you just hang around a couple minutes? Lily wants to tell us something.
Well, sure, no problem.
I'm gonna head out. I've got some errands to run. I'll catch you at home.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you. Bye-bye. See you.
Hi, you guys. Hey.
And here they are.
Hi.
Hi, guys. Oh,
Hi.
I'm glad you're all still
Hi.
here. I have an important announcement to make. Paul is our favorite client. I think you'll like to hear this, too. I'd like to introduce to you the new head of public relations for M&A, and hopefully her first big account will be Kruger Industries.
Great.
Congratulations.
Right.
Bravo, bravo.
Will you let me know if you talk to Gavin?
I will. And it may come to that, knowing Henry, right?
Well, it'll probably be better for your marriage in the long run. Who knows? We may end up working together. That is, if M&A succeeds in nabbing Gavin as a client.
Guess we might. Well, good luck.
No, I'm walking you out to the car.
No, I just want to say goodbye here. I like the idea of you being with my family, them looking after you, till I can come back someday.
Penny for your thoughts. Holden, I know my father's putting pressure on you, and I'm sorry, but after all, I'm your wife, and we have a baby daughter to consider. Honey, all I ask is that you try, really try, in good faith to make this marriage work. Is that so much to ask? I know that if you meet me halfway, I can make you forget all about Lily. I know I can.
It's going to London tonight with Chris, but I've arranged with Joyce to continue watching Adam here while I'm gone.
Well, that's great, Kim. I appreciate it. You mean you're going to London and not with Bob? I mean, he's not going?
Well, honey, he can't. They're too short-staffed at the hospital.
Thanks, Mom.
But look, you've got a real good end with the chief of staff. I'm sure that Johnny can work.
Oh, you're just in time. Start working.
Hey, I'll take one of those.
Right.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, right. Hi, everybody.
Lucinda says to say hello. Annie, I thought you were working tonight.
Oh, I got a date tonight with Heather.
Which one is she?
That's just a girl I met at the yacht club.
Yeah? So, Mac, what was Wallace talking to you about at the courthouse?
Well, it's not really worth repeating.
Oh, really, Mac?
Well, Wallace is confident he's going to get the indictment.
John, did you know that the police think that Colin may have something to do with the theft of Lucinda's painting?
No, I didn't know that. I'm not surprised, though. I don't really trust the guy. I don't know why my wife is so enamored of him.
I think the police have made a terrible mistake, and I think all of you are being very unfair. Now, look, so Colin rubs people the wrong way sometimes. That does not make him a criminal.
Well, I guess we won't know for sure until the police find him and question him.
If you hear from Crowley again, give us a call right away.
I will, although I doubt Crowley will be stupid enough to show his face around here again. Be careful with that. And do me a favor and make sure the door is locked on your way out. Thank you.
That's a very interesting idea, Gavin.
What's a very interesting idea?
I was just saying that I still think someone's trying to frighten you out of this building. It wouldn't explain the switching of the paintings, but it would explain all the other strange goings-on.
Yes, I think Gavin could be right. Remember that real estate broker who called us up and wanted to buy this building and we turned him down? Or what was his name?
No, I don't remember. Hemmings or something like that. But he was from Riverfront Realty, and he called here again, and he wanted to up the offer on the place. And I said, again, we have no intention of selling.
Oh, why can't I find it?
Hello. How did you two get through the security system?
Oh, Higgins and Reese let us in on their way out.
Ah, here it is. Now, Duncan, the man from Riverfront Realty, was his name Edward Deming?
Aye, that's it.
Okay, Lily and Lucinda sold their property to the same man. Look, she gave me his card, Riverfront Realty.
Riverfront Realty? Well, that's the name of the outfit that bought the building where my loft is. In fact, they want me out as soon as my lease is up.
Shannon, listen, Higgins told me about your theory about Crowley and the stolen painting. Do you have any idea how I can reach him?
No, I checked out of his hotel and he didn't give me his new number. Oh, but wait. I'll bet Lily has it.
All right.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Welcome aboard.
Hi.
Yeah.
Champagne. What are we celebrating?
Our newest addition to M&A. Ms. Ellie Snyder, head of public relations.
Oh, congratulations. I had no idea you were thinking of making a move.
Well, Lily made me an offer I couldn't refuse. You want some champagne?
Yeah.
No, thanks. Actually, food is in order for me. How about some dinner?
Oh, read my mind.
Great. See you later.
Congratulations again.
See ya.
Bye.
If you guys will excuse me, I have to check on the factory.
I gotta call Kirk. I gotta let him know what's going on.
My office is over there at your disposal.
Thank you.
Sure.
Well, we have a problem. It seems our suspicions were correct, and Blake is giving away confidential information. Courtney overheard him on the phone telling Tonio that we had a meeting with Kruger.
I guess Tonio was offering him a position as long as he brings Kruger with him, which is the same exact thing he tried to do with me.
Blake. Well, I guess we're gonna have a chat with Mr. Stevens in the morning.
Yep.
Well, everything's all set at the factory. Emily, do you want to finish up our work over dinner?
Yeah, sure. That's a good idea. So, tell Ellie I say goodbye.
See you guys later.
Bye-bye. Listen, I hate to cut on you and chew, but I've got a little sister waiting at home, and I think I'm going to go see Franny. We had a talk this afternoon. Didn't make much progress, but it's better than nothing.
Oh, go. Good luck.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Montgomery & Associates, Lily Walsh. Hi, Shannon. Oh, actually, I don't know how to get in touch with Colin. Well, what kind of trouble? Somebody just walked into the office. Can I get back to you in a few minutes? Okay, thank you. Hello, Mother.
Hey, baby. You and I need to talk.
I was wondering when you'd show up.
Oh, well. Here I am. You're learning. Yeah, very quickly. You noticed that Kruger liked Ellie's PR campaign, so you steal Ellie away from me, figuring that Kruger will then go wherever Ellie is.
I didn't steal Ellie.
Well, what are we going to call it, then?
Well, you know that she hasn't been happy at Walsh for some time now. Because you don't give her the respect and recognition that she deserves. You treat her like she's some kind of appendage of Kirk.
I don't care about Ellie. I'm not distressed about Ellie. Good riddance to her. She was nothing except a distraction to Kirk.
Oh, well, when Kirk finds out that she's left Walsh, you may lose him, too.
What's bothering me, baby, is that you're taking a positive pleasure in this coup of yours, and we are not talking business here. This is personal.
I don't think so, Mother.
Baby, with Holden back, I think it's made you remember how you used to feel. How you felt about him and maybe about me, and you're remembering how angry you used to be with me because of what went on between the two of you. And is this your way of devising to get back at me?
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, I just don't know what to think. In your heart, am I responsible for Derek? Well, I'll tell you what I think. I hope that Holden gets back fast to London, gets back to his wife and his kid.
Well, you won't have to wait because he's already left to go back to Angel.
What?
Do you have any idea?
Frustrating.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
Honey. Oh, honey.
What am I gonna do?
Here you go, your favorite scotch. Maybe this will relax you a bit.
I'm fine.
No, you seem awfully tense to me. Why don't I give you a little massage?
Angel, you don't have to do that.
Oh, just be still. You always used to love it when I do this, remember? Hello? Oh, hi. Yes, he is. Hold on just a minute. It's your sister, Ellie.
Hi, what's up? Everything all right out at the farm?
Yeah, everything's fine. I just thought you needed to know something before you made any decisions. Lily feels the exact same way about you that you feel about her.
She told you that?
No, I overheard her telling Lucinda. Holden, she's still in love with you.
Yeah, one of Lucinda's paintings was stolen from their warehouse this afternoon.
And you suspect that Colin had something to do with it. Did you know that Sabrina was brought into Scotland Yard for questioning?
No, why?
I don't have all the details, but apparently it has something to do with the stolen painting.
Well, do you want me to call Scotland Yard? I'll find out.
That'd be great. Could you do it right now?
Right now.
Thanks, Al.
Cam, yes, darling. Do you really think that it's wise for you to go to London now? I mean, without Bob.
Honey, Sabrina needs me.
I'm sure she does. But when Andy was having his drinking problem, honey, he needed you then. And
Yes,
don't
that's
you...
right, he did. End of discussion.
Oh,
Great. Look who's here.
Hi. I didn't realize you guys were having a party. I just wanted to talk to Franny.
cold supper, dear. Why don't you join us?
Good.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Oh, okay, thanks.
I'm really glad you're here. I've been meaning to call you.
Why didn't you? Okay, look, I don't know what happened between you and Sean, but I do know he's really hurting Franny.
So am I, Court.
Then why don't you guys do something about it and both stop hurting?
It's not that easy. I wish I could. Court, listen to me. Your friendship means a lot.
It means a lot to me, too.
Kim, Hal talked to his friend at Scotland Yard and has more information about Sabrina's situation.
Colin Crowley worked at an art auction house in London called Lister's, and last fall he brought Sabrina in there to do some work for him, authenticating and restoring some paintings. Well, some of those paintings, including the Sargent landscape that Lucinda bought, turned out to be stolen reproductions that were substituted. Now, they suspect Colin, but they also suspect Sabrina, since they were once married, and Colin brought her there to do the job.
Oh.
I have to get over to the yacht club. I'm having dinner with Lucinda. Thank you very much for everything.
Yes, John. Bye-bye.
Later on. Hi. How's Doc?
Sean, don't get mad at me, please. I just wanted to...
Help, I know.
Yeah, I was just telling Courtney that she was welcome here anytime.
Oh, well, that's good. Does the same hold true for me? Sean, can I buy you a beer?
Yeah, sure.
What?
Yeah, at Leadwood Town. Oh, by the way, how did the hearing go for Margot? Well, we don't know anything as of yet. Tomorrow, Wallace is calling Casey's parents and Lila to the stand.
I still wouldn't have done it, Joe. Even after hearing Casey's own voice pleading. It wasn't for him to decide, or any of us. It was up to a higher authority. Would you have done it?
Honestly, don't know. In a way, Margot saved us all from having to make a very painful decision, didn't she?
All we can do now is tell the truth tomorrow. The rest of it is out of our hands. I'll let you have some time alone.
Lila, did you see Margot?
Yes. Mr. Wallace questioned her for about 2.5 hours. I don't think Casey ever really considered all the consequences of what he asked her to do.
Sean, I meant when I said I was the center. I'm not closing any doors. I just think that we should cool it for a while.
Does this have anything to do with Larry McDermott being back in town?
No, not at all. I just have enough to worry about with everything that Mom and Dad are going through right now, and Margot going through the trial. I mean, not to mention the situation that Sabrina's in.
Well, I'm no psychologist, but looks like you're trying to avoid the main issue.
Sean, please, just don't push me, all right?
Give our love to Sabrina and Penny and Anton.
I will, Joe.
And keep us informed.
Promise.
All right, have a safe flight.
Yes, that too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Andy, singing to yourself. You sure you haven't changed your mind about my party tomorrow night?
Oh, I really don't know, Court.
Well, come on. You can bring a date. And Paul and Reenie are going to be there. Duke and Leanne's going to be there.
Well, I'll have to see, but thank you. Thanks for the offer.
Listen, I'm not trying to push you. Can we continue this talk somewhere else where we can be alone, perhaps my place? I feel like I'm being watched.
I don't really think that your place is such a good idea.
Why don't we go for a drive then, okay?
All right. I just need to say goodbye to Mom first.
Hey, hey, hey! Who's up?
Oh, hey, guys! It's getting big, too. Look at him.
Why didn't you tell him what we were talking about?
Yeah, we realize that both you guys are under a lot of stress, and if you want, we can take this guy for an evening or even for a weekend. If you want us to, we'll do it. Be glad to.
We'd love to.
Well, thanks. We'll certainly keep that in mind.
Just let us know, okay?
Oh, Mom, give Sabrina my love and call me the minute that you know anything, okay?
Jim, we have to go.
Oh, Barbara. Gotta go.
Before I go, let me tell you that we have a new executive at M&A.
Really?
Ellie Snyder is going to be our new head of public relations.
Really? Well, I bet Lucinda will be surprised to hear that.
Congratulations, Ellie. Lily and Sean were very smart to recognize your talent.
Well, thank you, Gavin. I hope I can put that talent to use on your account.
Well, I'm not going to make a decision till Kirk gets back from Zurich with some ideas of his own. Does he know about your move yet?
No, I've been leaving him messages, a dozen messages. He hasn't picked them up. I don't know where he could be.
Well, that's odd. It's about 2 a.m. in Zurich right now. I wonder where he is.
I don't know. I'm very concerned.
Oh, excuse me. I have to talk to Lucinda.
Please tell me, is Gavin going over to break the news to Lucinda that he's signing us?
I wish.
I see that you were talking to Ellie. I guess you've heard our news.
Ah,
Yes.
there you are. Hello,
Hello,
hello.
Doctor.
I want to talk to you about Mr. Crowley. I think you'd be interested. Yes.
Yes, Ellie is leaving my employ, but don't you worry. I'm going to get someone really top-notch, new PR. Her absence will not impair our ability to serve you.
Well, I'll keep it in mind.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
I really don't think there's much chance of us landing Kruger now that Ellie's gone over to M&A. No, Tonio, I want to make the move now. You've already kept me waiting long enough. Because people are getting suspicious. Look, I have to go. I'll call you back.
I hope you're finally finished with business for the night.
I am all yours, sunshine. Gavin, did you hear the good news about Ellie?
Yes, I did. Miss Griffin.
Hello?
I have a few legal matters to tend to in town. I wonder if I could give you a call.
Well, at the moment, I'm tied up with a case that's in front of a grand jury, but my associate, Greg Hadley, would
Oh, no. I'd rather you deal with it personally. I can wait.
Oh.
Excuse me.
You know, Gavin Kruger is absolutely incredible. I mean, he hits on every attractive woman that he meets.
I wouldn't call it hitting on, Paul. Gavin is a flirt. It's really innocent, you know. There's nothing wrong with flirting, right?
Oh, I guess.
Of course, being with someone that you can be totally honest with and you feel comfortable with, that's the best.
Well, I'm surprised you've taken Ellie's news so enthusiastically. When I made the exact same move over to M&A, I remember you being very disapproving.
Well, it's not what one does, it's how one does it. Now, you left behind Lucinda's back, whereas Ellie is very much above board.
Yeah, Ellie made the move to M&A. I don't really want Anderson to know that right away, though. Is there anything you can do to help? Oh, I knew I could count on you, Jane.
So, Sabrina's being questioned by Kim, Sabrina? And they think Crowley's involved in these thefts?
Guy gets around, doesn't he?
Yeah, my painting's gone. Fenwick's hit on the back of the head. You know, I saw Colin at Shannon's earlier.
I know, Lisa. I don't believe it either, but all the evidence does seem to point to Colin. Yeah. Well, listen, I've got to get going. Okay, I'll tell him. And you too. Okay, bye-bye. Lisa repeated again that she says that we can stay at the penthouse with her if we need to.
Well, would you feel safer there?
No, I feel safe with you here. It's just that Colin still has a key to the security system.
Oh, Lassie, Colin's not going to come back here. He's probably on his way to Rio by now or something. But just to be safe, I will see to it that all the locks are changed.
You know something? You are brilliant. The way you put all these facts together and everything, I think someone should give you a reward or something.
Well, what did you have in mind?
Oh, why don't you come up and see me sometime and I'll show you.
Sounds intriguing. I should remember to be brilliant more often.
Yes. Come, boy.
Mistress, may I? I've been bad.
Yep. Yeah, visiting us, London.
All set?
Yeah, I think we are. Oh, where's your teddy bear?
Oh, it's on the front porch. I'll get it.
I'll get it, Daddy.
Okay, don't be too long now. I don't want you and Mom to miss your plane. Are you going to tell Sabrina and Penny about us?
Well, if they ask me, I suppose I would say something, but otherwise I'm not going to bring the subject up.
House is going to seem real empty without you and Chris.
Well, friend, I'll keep you company.
And then when you get back, we'll start counseling right away. And while you're gone, just remember I love you very much.
This conversation is getting us nowhere. I have to go.
You're not being reasonable, Holden.
You are?
Look, I will never give you a divorce so that you'll be free to marry Lily. So what have you got to offer her?
All
Nothing.
I know is that she's hurting right now, and it's my fault. I have to go see if...
Can't you see that by being with her now, you're only hurting her more because I will never let her have you?
This is a sick conversation.
I don't care. It's true. Holden, if you walk away from me now, you're going to be sorry. I'm warning you.
Just stop thinking about Holden. Oh, didn't even call Shannon back. What kind of trouble Colin's in? Colin, I was just thinking about you.
Well, how nice.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to get here before now. I guess it's because there's a lot of things I couldn't face. But I'm gonna face them now. Because I'm strong. I guess you never realized how strong. I listened to the tape, Casey. I heard you telling Margot that you wanted to spare me having to make the decision. But if I had just known what you wanted, what your wishes were instead of you trying to protect me, as hard as it would be, I would have done anything for you. If only you told me what you told Margot. But you never gave me the chance. Why? Did you trust Margot more than you could trust me? Oh, Casey. Why couldn't you come to me?
I know the answer to that, Mama. He just loved you too much.